Hi, I'm Mark Pascal from the Wellbeing Protocol. I'm here to show you that today, right now, we have the ability to fundamentally transform our approach to helping our most disadvantaged, our most vulnerable. I'd like to introduce you to the Johnson family. They're in debt. They have some health problems and they sometimes struggle to get food on the table. But the Johnsons, they get help. In fact, they get a lot of help. These organizations, they help by controlling funds and making decisions that affect the Johnsons. But this top-down, done-to approach is fragmented, it's inefficient. There's a lack of trust and there's a lack of data. The Johnsons feel disempowered. They don't have much hope for the future. And of course, the Johnsons aren't alone. There's a growing body of evidence, international evidence, pointing us to the idea that localization could be the solution to this problem. There's no reason to believe that the bureaucrats and politicians, no matter how well-meaning, are better at solving the problems than the people on the spot who have the strongest incentive to get the solution right. No offense to anybody in the room. So how can we better enable our communities to gain the knowledge and the resources to solve their own problems? Well, actually, we have some pretty cool tools available to us. Blockchain technology has triggered this fundamental upgrade to the computational fabric that we all use. We're in the process of a transition from a centralized Web 2 world to a decentralized Web 3 world, where we can build systems that aren't reliant on trusted intermediaries. For the first time in human history, we can build community-controlled value transfer and governance systems that are independent of state and corporation. And not only that, we have the tools to bring that infrastructure right into the palms of the community via smartphone apps. So instead of a top-down, done-to approach where resources and decisions are made by organizations, external organizations, the Wellbeing Protocol proposes a new done-with model that combines localization, blockchain digital wallet technology, to create new microeconomies that align economic incentives with community well-being. Under this model, organizations play a supporting, not a controlling role. We're building the financial and governance tools to empower communities to collect their own data, to identify their own needs, and to solve their own problems. Okay, that might all sound a bit abstract and a tinsy-wincy bit crazy. Robbie, you've got this guy's crazy face on. Yes, yeah, yep. So let's bring it down to how this actually might work in practice. So the Johnson family, they live in East Henderson in West Auckland, and East Henderson is a community. So let's introduce a digital currency. We're going to call it the Henderson coin, or the Hendy for short. Community members can use the Hendies just like cash within a really easy-to-use digital app. It's really also easy to convert between NZ dollars and Hendies. We incentivize, we make trading time and local products between community members really easy via a simple marketplace app. This creates new forms of work, new forms of income. Local events are promoted, encouraging in-person community building. Every month, everyone in the community is incentivized to fill out a well-being and key challenges questionnaire. This data is automatically anonymized and summarized within the app. This helps the community make good decisions. Various transaction fees and taxes are automatically funneled into a well-being community-controlled fund. A proposal and governance system within the app allows anybody in the community to propose and vote on projects that contribute to community well-being. For example, somebody in the community might notice that there's a bunch of people with damp houses. They put a proposal together to fund some insulation for those houses. And this is where it gets really interesting. Remember all those organizations with a mandate and a will to support local community. The community can choose if they want to invite those organizations to see their well-being and key challenges data. Those organizations can then use that data to submit their own proposals to the community to co-fund or fund community initiatives. So for example, MSD might look at the anonymized data and decide to fund a financial literacy set of seminars. Or a food bank charity might decide to co-create a proposal to rethink how the food distribution works in the community. And remember that community proposal to insulate houses? Well, perhaps that didn't quite have enough money to go across the line. So somebody in the community with perhaps a bit more money decides to top up that proposal so that it can go through. So under this new localized approach, support organizations get better access to data. They can build trust with the community, which enables them to more effectively target resources and get better and more measurable outcomes. And the community, they feel more empowered because they're part of the decision making. They feel more connected and supported by the community. They're learning new skills. They've got new forms of income. They feel more hopeful for the future. So our short-term goal is to build a minimum viable product and trial it with the Cannons Creek community. I think we've got a couple of people here from there. Our core team of 3 and growing number of contributors working with the international community who are building the infrastructure components for this technology are working hard to make this reality. This project will be open source. It will work to a principle of radical transparency and be run as a decentralized autonomous organization, which means the governance and ownership is for the contributors and users of the system. But we need help, not only the real money type of help, but we need help with skills, expertise, resources. So if you're interested, jump onto the website, tell us what you're passionate about, how you might contribute, and come join us on this incredible learning journey where we will challenge everything we know about how we make decisions and what we value. And remember, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Thank you.